Superman, now I mean you. Crank that song, now I mean you. Crank that song, now I mean you.
Hey Factionistas, and welcome back to the 31 Days of Halloween, which is a new tutorial every day. Subscribe for more videos, duh. Today is obviously Superman, and it's a collaboration with Jordan Hans, who did the Joker. She looks amazing. All products I use will be listed down below, as well as Jordan's channel, so definitely go check her out. First thing we're going to do is we're starting with this red face paint by Mayron, which is a water-activated face paint, and I'm going to start applying this on my chest in the traditional Superman shape. The only difficulty that you might have with this step is that you're going to be looking into a mirror, so it's going to be reversed, so you have to paint it onto your chest backwards. Or, I mean, like with me with the YouTube video, I had the option of painting it forwards and then flipping the footage, but I wanted to show you guys how I did it painting it backwards, and that it's totally possible, so just, try your little hardest. So once I have that done, I'm taking this yellow face paint, also by Mayron, and I'm going to fill in that S shape with yellow. And I have a reference image, which I'll link it down below. I found it on Google, and it's a cartoon of Superman, but it has a lot of great references for shading and highlighting to really make it come to life on your body. But just continue right now with this yellow face paint. So my camera didn't record this because I suck, but you just want to paint these little triangle type shapes on your chest or on your back, which is going to be the cape. Starting now with blue face paint, and I'm going to paint this on my entire body. So I'm starting off with a very small buffing brush, and you can tell that it's going on patchy, and it's not looking too great. And that's not the makeup product itself, it's the brush. So you're going to see me now, I'm going to switch to a large fluffy brush, which you would traditionally use for blush or face powder, and you can see now that it's applying a lot more evenly. So you definitely want to use a fuller surfaced brush, and when you go in with a smaller brush to do the details around the cape and the S on the chest, you're going to want to go back to that fluffy brush to blend out the streaky lines that this blue will give you. It's certain colors in face paint, some of them pull up streaky, like yellow or a lighter blue. The darker colors, they definitely they apply a lot better than some colors, so you just have to play with it. But now with a small concealer brush, I'm going around all of the red lines, and I'm also creating the end of his suit right at my chest going into my neck. So you want to just fill in those lines, and then you're going to see now that's a little bit streaky on some corners, so I'm going in with that fluffy face brush, and I'm going to blend all of those lines out. You see me? You feel me? So now I'm taking a white cream. This one's by Mayron, and I'll have it linked down below, but you can also use the white cream that you get at the Halloween store. It's essentially a grease or a cream paint. And I'm using that same brush that we applied the blue with, and I'm applying that on both shoulders to start adding highlights, to start adding depth to this suit. So my shoulder is kind of catching light, and I'm also going to be placing this right at the collarbone as well in that little streaky motion. We are then going to go in with shading, and we're going to contour these lines to really stand them out and to make them look like pops of fabric. So with a small brush, I'm taking black eyeshadow and I'm applying underneath that highlight line, sharpening up the line, and also applying it on the top of it, and that's going to look like a fold in fabric right at the collarbone. We're also going to be doing the same thing to the cape, and now I'm applying it to the outer sides of the cape. Because the cape would be laying over the blue suit, it's going to cast a shadow as a fabric. So do a thinner line at the base of the cape, and then definitely pull out the shadows on the outer side of the cape, and then continue to add more lines of fabric folds in the body as you see fit. And as I said, I'm using a reference image found on Google, so find an image that you like and definitely copy it as best as you can. I'm now taking black eyeshadow and I'm fading that a little bit around the S shape in the middle of the chest, but I'm also going to go in with a liquid liner later on, and I'm going to clean up all of these lines. Now I'm doing a little bit of shading underneath the S, and I have it, obviously the camera's cut or else you're going to have like full nipple and it'll be a little inappropriate, but I'm sure that you guys can imagine what I'm doing down there. It's continuing the same S shape, but I couldn't actually show you guys because it would be a little bit porn. But now I'm going in with a black eyeliner. This is the felt tip liquid eyeliner, and I'm going in around all of those black lines just to really crispen it up and make everything look more clean. This makeup is very simple when it comes to technique, but it's a little bit time consuming. You only need to have like a little bit of an idea or understanding on highlighting and shading, but that's also the beauty of a reference image because it can really tell you what you need to do. So this, I would say, is the most difficult part. So I'm going to start creating the highlights and the shadows in the cape. So I'm starting off on the outer corner, or on the outer edge of that cape, right where it's about to meet my natural skin tone. And you want to apply a highlight and a shadow there, and then you want to continue creating different V-like shapes, and you just want to create different folds of fabric. So I'm applying that white cream to the body, and right now I'm setting it and blending it out with a white eyeshadow at the same time. and then going in with a different blending brush and adding a little bit of black eyeshadow at the base of those lines, and that's going to start giving you the illusion of folded fabric. And you want to continue that over. But the most important step, I would say, in this entire cape is making sure you highlight the end left side, and right now I'm highlighting the end right side, and that's going to really make it three-dimensional, like it's a cape sitting on top of your blue suit, if that makes sense. But go in with cream, set it with a white powder, and then shade it a little bit with a black eyeshadow. And now I'm going back in with that eyeliner to really tighten that line up and add more depth and shading. With that same eyeliner now, I'm outlining the entire S around my chest, as well as those little triangles. You feel me? And now I'm going in with a full coverage foundation, and it's really funny because this is my normal foundation color, but I'm 500 shades lighter because I've been filming and editing and doing makeup every single day for you guys, that my skin is just pale as titties. Anyway, I'm applying that all over my body, or all over my face and neck to really get full coverage, and I really want it to look more cartoonish, so I really want a very full coverage foundation. The one that I'm using is by Tarte. Now I'm taking the Anastasia Highlight and Contour Palette, and I'm highlighting with that highlighting powder underneath the eyes, center of the nose, middle of the forehead. That's going to break up the fact that my foundation is way too dark for my face, but it's also going to start adding depth and highlighting just as we did on the body. Now I'm using the same contour shades in that palette, and I'm contouring my cheekbones, but I'm making sure to pull it all the way to my chin, because Superman has a flawless, chiseled face, and I do not. So we're going to pretend like I do with contour. So I'm applying that in all the contour areas, bottom of the cheekbones, sides of the nose, underneath the brow bone, like you see here, around the forehead and the jawline. That's going to help shape your face and really create highlights and shadows, and really tell the eye where to look in all the right places. You feel me? So now I'm going in with a spoolie, which is also like a mascara wand with no product on it, and I'm taking any foundation that might have fallen on my eyebrows off by just working that through my brows. And then I'm also going to contour the forehead and a little bit around the neck, just to make it look like I got muscles and stuff. But that's the finished tutorial, my friends. I really hope you guys learned something new. And if you guys decide to recreate this or any of my makeup look, I absolutely love to see it. So definitely tag me on social media. And don't forget to check out Jordan's Joker makeup. It is incredible. The shading is fantastic. And they are the perfect little pair together for this Halloween season. But definitely subscribe to us both. Follow me on social media. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys tomorrow night. Bye, friends.